I got it.
Jonathan Warner, Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. I'm the alligator program leader.
Gotcha. So what brings you guys here to Gator Country?
So we're here today to look at a nuisance alligator that was captured yesterday at Lake Sam Rayburn. Here in the background, really old male. You can see he's kind of skinny on the emaciated side and could be at the end of his natural life, or there could be something else going on, like lead poisoning. We don't know that for sure, and so we'll get some blood samples and some measurements and just try and get a little bit better of an idea of why he's in this condition, if it's natural or if there's maybe a disease or a poisoning aspect. Nothing to worry about. Where we just it's very rare to get alligators over 13 feet that are captured live and then brought to a facility like this. So we have a chance to maybe learn one or two things about these animals that we don't know yet.
Are you able to understand you may take some blood tests and see what was maybe in the water up there at Sam Rayburn?
Yeah, we'd like to do that. So one of the things I'd like to do is get a blood sample, and certainly not saying Lake Sam Rayburn is a toxic lake or full of lead, but what we see across the United States with big old alligators in areas that are used for recreational fishing extensively, whether it's Texas, Florida, Louisiana, in areas where you may have a lot of old fishing sinkers, lead fishing sinkers in the basin of the lake or the shoreline or buried in the sand. Part of an alligator's natural behavior is over the course of their lifetime, they will actually swallow small stones and other objects intentionally. They're called gastroliths, and so those stones or gastroliths sit in the stomach, and we think it helps them break down their meal. So if they eat a fish or a bird, that friction in the stomach with those items kind of helps them digest quicker. There's some other thinking out there that maybe points towards those stones in the stomach act as a ballast that helps them dive faster potentially. But where I'm going with this is incidentally, sometimes they swallow fishing sinkers and other man-made objects. I've even seen glass bottles inside of them instead of natural rocks and things like that. And so you can get into a situation where a big old alligator like this, over the course of its lifetime, that may have a dozen or more fishing sinkers in it, which many of these sinkers are made out of lead, you can see increased body burdens of that lead. And so we can tell that from the blood, and then once the animal passes away, hopefully it's going to be a long time from now, we can look at things like bone and other tissue to look at, maybe did something like lead poisoning play a role in this animal's condition. Whether it's birds or humans or fish, lead toxicosis has been extremely well studied, and you get neurological problems that can affect your behavior and can lead to not being able to feed successfully. And so that's sometimes when you see really big, old, skinny alligators and crocodiles, something like lead may play a role. I'm not saying that's the case with this animal, but just out of curiosity, and just, again, because it's pretty rare that we get animals over 12, 13 feet, alligators like this captured live, we have a good chance to do a little research and hopefully learn a thing or two. So.
Thank you, sir. Anything else you would like to add you feel that's important, or do you think we covered most of it?
I think we got most of it. Just encourage folks to remember alligators are native Texans. Please don't feed them. When animals need to be taken out of the wild, whether it's alligators or bears or raccoons or a lot of wildlife, most of the time it's because they've been illegally fed by humans. And so we just encourage folks to enjoy them, enjoy the sighting, but please don't feed them, and keep safe distances around the water's edge and things like that. And that helps us coexist with these awesome animals and can help them stay in their natural environment. Once they become fed and dependent on humans for feed, or they're feeding at a fish cleaning station where they're dumping guts, they just associate us with their meal ticket, and at that point can potentially be dangerous if they crawl out onto the bank, or they may snap at a person that's trying to feed it. And so when they reach that nuisance alligator category, that's when unfortunately we need to remove them from the wild. But again, the silver lining, when that unfortunately does have to happen, we try and learn as much as we can. And this is a real good example of an old alligator that we don't see too many of this size anywhere. And so we have a chance to do a little research and hopefully have a happy ending for the alligator and for us that are interested in these animals to learn something new. So,
Thank you, sir.
yeah. Appreciate your time.